Look at her. She's a lesbian. That's crazy. She's a lady. Look at her foot out. She's walking. She's gay. And I'm not even making this up. And now it goes right over here like that. That's part of the Andlesh set forever now. Honestly, it's just another judgmental lesbian that I have to worry about. You know, in that respect, it's not great. She's in my room all the time.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Hello, people. Everybody. Welcome back. It's Adam. It's Lash. Basically, this is what's happening. I don't know if you know about the Oscars, okay? I don't know if you've heard of them. Here, wait, let's talk about me first. Well, actually, let's not. Let's put this here, too. Actually, okay. I want to see myself. I guess I'll see myself. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Oscars. I hadn't. But, so there's this guy, I don't know how many of you know who Joel Haver is. He's a good guy. He's a fellow YouTuber, except he's a successful one, unlike myself, who's trying, you know? So he's like a filmmaker kind of YouTuber. He's not like me. He doesn't sit in a chair. I'm not always sitting in my chair, but I sit in my chair enough for it to seem like a thing where I sit in my chair. But he's not one of those guys. He's not a sit in a chair kind of, he's a filmmaker, everybody. It's Joel Haver. And so he, every year, I don't know what his issue is with the Oscars. I don't know what the beef is. Sorry, my hair looks crazy right now. I just turned off the heat, be warm during the video without it being loud, right? And now it's very hot. These are the sacrifices that I make for you, okay? Look at my sweaty forehead. But Joel Haver has beef with the Oscars. I don't know why. So every year in protest of the Oscars, there is a film contest where during the duration of the Oscars, it's 3 hours. You get 3 hours to shoot a movie, okay? And my roommate is a filmmaker. You saw it in my Christmas video. If you watched my Christmas video, which you should have, I don't know why you didn't. I would probably go check it out because it was bomb. But my roommate is a filmmaker. He's that kind of guy, you know. And so he made a film for the contest thing, right? That's how that happened. And guys, I was the star of a movie. You know, I walk around and I say, hey, somebody put me in a movie. And my roommate did it. Guys, I was in a movie. Look at me, I'm wearing a suit. I'm a 1920s kind of guy. You saw it. It's great. Listen, it's an amateur film. I was only okay? And he can only do so much with me being okay. Also, like, everybody's learning, all that stuff. Is it Oscar winning? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not. But I like it. I liked it. I would say it kind of starts slow. It kind of starts like what's happening, but it turns out, okay? And I feel like, you know, I feel proud, I guess, because I got to be a part of it. It was fun. Like, I'm glad I got to be. I'm a lead actor, everybody. I wrote the thing halfway because I was like, I should do a monologue. Yeah, because I'm a monologuer. If you think about it, that's really all I am. So I was like, how can we play into my strengths as, you know, me being the lead actor? And so I said, well, give me a monologue. And he said, then write a monologue. And that's what happened. And it honestly turned out well. I liked it. We're going to watch some of it right now. That's what we're going to do. I'm doing a promotion video because my roommate, you know, one of my best friends, fuck you, Ben, we're not friends. We're business associates at best. He made a movie, everybody. And I got to be in the movie. So I'm going to tell you about it because I was the star. Now, if I wasn't the star, I don't know if I would do so much promotion, but I was the star. So, and look at this souvenir. Look, guys, I was in a movie and I got a souvenir out of my role. Look how beautiful. And guys, you want to know the crazy news? You want to know the best part? She's probably ceramic. But the best part is she's one of two, okay? If you want to see the other one, you have to watch the video, right? But she's a lesbian. Look at her. She's a lesbian, everybody. That's crazy. She's a lady. Look at her foot out. She's got her little foot out there. That's her foot. She's walking. She's gay. Like it's an incredible thing that's happening here. And I'm not even making this up. She's gay. She's a lesbian woman. And now it goes right over here like that. That's part of the Andlesh set forever now. Like, Honestly, it's just another judgmental lesbian that I have to worry about. In that respect, it's not great. She's in my room all the time. But I like her. She seems nice, right? Like, if you had to talk to her, she could judge me, but if I had to explain myself, me and her could probably come to an understanding. Hopefully she wouldn't, hate me. She would hate me. She's a Renaissance lesbian. What do we have in common, respectively? She also seems to be a royal. I'm no royal. I'm a degenerate. I don't belong anywhere near a palace. Do I deserve a palace? Yes. But, should I be in one? No. Not yet. Not until I do something cool, at least. Let me do something cool first, and then give me a palace, okay? I'll let you know when I do something cool, though. I don't think I should have to, wait for everybody else to decide when I should get a palace. I should just get one when I feel like I deserve one, right? Does that make sense? Listen, don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm better than you. I think that you deserve to live in a palace, too, okay? I just think I deserve to more than you. Sorry, I'm just doing my best out here. Put Ben in a palace for putting me in a movie. That's what should happen with palaces. Because I was in a movie, everybody. What if I was in a movie? Well, I guess we're going to find out today. Right here on And Lash. And in the link in the description, where you can find the full video. Alright, we're just going to go to a couple timestamps because, there's something I want to bring up. Actually, I don't even know if I want to ruin it. A film shot during the 2024 Oscars. 3 hours shortly before the airing of the Oscars. Yeah, so we didn't shoot it right during the 7 to 10 window, right? We shot it a little early. He has to get up early, so we shot early. And actually it worked out because there was a nice sunset and there was some serendipity with a deer. I made friends with a deer. I don't know what you did. I was making friends with a deer. So, all right, let's see what I did.
I thought that the math would inspire me to do it lowers my anxiety. I thought I was going to come up with something.
Well, how's it going?
You know what? Not very well. Okay, not very. I'm starting to think maybe I should take my dick out and say the N-word, and maybe everybody would just leave, and that would be a good way to end it. But that would be the easy way out, wouldn't it? That would be the easy way out. And I don't want an easy life necessarily. I want a hard life, and so I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I have to come up with something. I'm still here, and I have to come up with something for everybody because you guys showed up, and so I have people who care about me, clearly. You know what I mean?
I was going to say that we need to do something.
So what inspired this monologue or this piece of it at least, where I say...
That would be the easy way out. And I don't want an easy life, necessarily. I want a hard life.
So that line, I want a hard life. Where did that come from? And rest in peace to Twomad, because this is also Gokanaru just dropped a video about Sneeko, and I really wanted to talk about this because I don't know, I really admire the way that Gokanaru did that video, and it's one of those things where it sounds so dumb. It's the same thing with the H-Bomber guy plagiarism video, where it's if I could, I would do this. You know what I mean? And it's that's such a dumb thing to say because if I could do this on the highest possible level, I would. Oh, would you? If I really tried at this, it's if I was really good at this, I'd be really good at it. It's that's the definition of that. But he did that. You didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's it's inspiring, but ultimately you have to do something yourself. If I was going to be a businessman, I would be the richest businessman that anybody's ever seen. You sound like Donald Trump. I would do it on the highest level, folks. Peak perfection. That's what I would do. I would do it perfectly every time. And I'd do it just right, folks. I feel that's not the best Donald Trump impression, but you see what I'm saying, where it's the Gokanaru video on Sneeko was crazy. This is the video that inspired... Well, let's go back to it real quick.
A good way to end it. But that would be the easy way out, wouldn't it? That would be the easy way out. And I don't want an easy life, necessarily. I want a hard life, and so I'm not going to do that.
So, okay, I did make it original because I went on for another 15 minutes after this, which is a 2-minute clip. But this is where I got the idea. Rest in peace, Twomad. This was a tweet that Gokanaru made when Twomad died. On the Twomad thing, with addiction, I know how it is. It's one of the hardest things in the fucking world. And so just because he's been slandered since, keep in mind that addiction is a disease, addiction is hard, and it's something that some people unfortunately have to struggle with. Okay. But this is the Twomad video that Gokanaru posted.
But there was one thing that Twomad said that definitely left an impression on me.
Has there anyone that's been around you throughout this? Just kind of keep your head on straight or no?
Not really. I'm based.
I see.
You're making being based sound really depressing, bro.
What do you mean depressing? It builds character.
Being alone? It can...
Yes.
I mean...
Absolutely. You don't think that builds fortitude, having a hard life?
No, I want a hard life. I've never wanted an easy life, but doesn't mean you need to experience it alone anyway.
Yeah. I think having people around you is really important.
Well, there's 7 billion people, so eventually it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if there was one thing that was just oozing from this...
And we're going to finish this, but that was kind of I guess and I am kind of a loner. Not as much as Twomad was, obviously, but I am kind of a loner kind of guy. That was the thing that I liked that Gokanaru said was yeah, you don't have to go through life alone. And that's what I kind of made the video about. Because I know, it was Ben's film, I was just the lead character in a movie. That's all that was. But that was really what the film was about. Is you don't have to go through this alone. Because I feel like people think they do. I don't know. I would, everybody watching this, I would implore you to be vulnerable with somebody if you haven't been lately. And just pick who it is carefully, obviously. But I would implore you to open up and see how that goes, because it could work out. But let's rewind that one more time.
No, I want a hard life. I've never wanted an easy life, but doesn't mean you need to experience it alone anyway.
Yeah. I think having people around you is really important.
Well, there's 7 billion people, so eventually it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if there was one thing that was just oozing from this conversation, it was the very obvious fact that Twomad is super desocialized. And I really don't mean that in a judgmental way. It just seems very obvious. He's away from his family in LA without apparently any close friends to hang out with in real life. And I mean, yeah, when all you've got is video games and people you talk to on Discord and and Twitter, I can definitely see how the levels of cope, callousness, and egocentrism can manifest in someone, you know what I mean? I'm someone who's never lived alone, okay? I've lived in tight spaces with a lot of people, and I've been humbled, kept in check, but also guided by other people throughout my life. I'm not sure if Twomad had this conversation because he doesn't have any friends who will talk to him about this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't even know him, and I'm pretty sure Tom doesn't consider him a friend. Having people around you who don't blindly worship you, who question you even, who have their own interests and ambitions, is extremely important for development. When Twomad mentions wanting a hard life and associating being alone with a hard life, it makes me question a little bit what kind of life he wants to live.
Yes. And this is I don't know, because so basically kind of what happened was this was the point that I was kind of trying to illustrate through everybody being pissed. When you watch the movie, basically the plot, the synopsis is I summon my friends to a park, and it comes out basically that I say, come to the park, I have a plan. Trust me, I have a plan. Come to the park. When we get there, I don't have a plan. And it actually worked out the way I wanted it to, because what happened was my friends said, why did you lie to us? It was what is wrong with you for lying to us? Which is what I hoped would happen, because that illustrates this point being made in the Gokanaru clip. Because, you know what I mean? You really need people there with their own ambition. Like he said, Twomad was super desocialized. That's something that makes me nervous personally, is being, because I see a lot of people who I talk to on a weekly basis, but I don't really get in, I don't really talk to people all the time, you know what I mean? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm just trying to go about my things and, go to bed and wake up and try again, because today sucked, always. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I'm saying, though. And so, like, I'm not as desocialized as Twomad is, obviously. It is, like, a thing that I worry about, right? And so I really love this concept of, like, you know, you have to be around people with ambition and their own kinds of, you know, wants, you know, to hold you accountable so that you can do better if you want to. Like, who do you want to be? You know, like, who do you want to be? How free do you want to be? That's the question, you know.
I'm someone who's never lived alone, okay? I've lived in tight spaces with a lot of people, and I've been humbled, kept in check, but also guided by other people throughout my life. I'm not sure if Twomad had this conversation because he doesn't have any friends who will talk to him about this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't even know him, and I'm pretty sure Tom doesn't consider him a friend. Having people around you who don't blindly worship you, who question you even, who have their own interests and ambitions, is extremely important for development. When Twomad mentions wanting a hard life and associating being alone with a hard life, it makes me question a little bit what kind of life he wants to live. Because in my opinion, living with and around other people is not easy. What seems easier is just crawling into a cozy little bubble, only interacting with the people you approve of online, and evading all accountability and ownership in favor of cope. Straight up cope.
And this is kind of what I worry about with, you know, spending so much time by myself. It's like, am I really just kind of taking the easy way out of, like, really, like, being part of my environment, part of the world, you know, and, you know, like, completely outside of the video itself, I suppose. Like, I don't know. I really have been trying. And I would, you know, this is another thing I would implore you to do as a viewer. Try to interact with the world around you. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. The world consists of people. It needs people. Like, that's how it works. So be a person. Be a person. Do people things. Talk to people, start a conversation. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking. Like, just be part of the. I don't know. It's like I guess I'm lucky. I've been where Twomad was, and it sucks. Like it sucks when you don't care if you want to live or die. Like it's risky. Like I'm lucky I'm not there anymore. Now I just do this and hope you like and subscribe. That was like bratty. I don't know. But no, for real. Like that's a real thing. I know I was super, I remember at the time, I was going to say I sat down with myself, but I was already sitting down because I had been sitting down for 6 hours because I had to use the bathroom 6 hours ago. I had to pee. You know, but I said to myself, like, I haven't talked in 48 hours because I haven't seen anybody to speak to or had to speak to. You know what I mean? And like I think that's a spot that like more people are in that spot than are comfortable with being in that spot. And like I don't think anybody should be in that spot, but I think that if that's something that's happening, you got to stop that. Like I remember one time I looked at my calendar and I said the only thing I have to do is a doctor's appointment 3 weeks from now. The next thought in my mind was I should call and cancel that. I don't remember what happened to that appointment. I probably just didn't go. You know, that's the kind of spot that you can get into is the point that I'm making. So like I think it's really important to just, you know, I don't do it enough. Maybe I'm making this video to inspire myself because I hope to inspire somebody to do something with my videos, I guess. To just start a conversation with somebody. Pull somebody aside and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" You know, just do that. What are you doing? I don't know. Start a conversation. It might be fruitless. You know, actually, so story time. I was at the gym. This was probably 2 months ago. I'm leaving the gym, and I see this girl just she scooped the pre-workout out of the container, and she just. And then chased it with water. I've seen another person do that at the gym since, so I realize it's not that crazy, but I was just like, what just happened? You're insane. I would shit my pants if I did that, for sure. And like, you just start a conversation, you know? But then where it all went wrong. So what happened was how do I say that? So I asked her what kind of pre-workout she used. At the same time, somebody was walking by, okay? And like halfway through the sentence, I just said to myself, oh, you're a fucking loser right now. You're cringe, you're a loser, you suck, fuck you. Abort the conversation. Abort mission. Like, leave the conversation now. Leave now. I don't care. Leave. You're being cringe. You are being cringe. You're being cringe. Okay? You need to stop that. You need to not be cringe. You need to stop being cringe and start being anything else. Okay? Because this looks bad right now. And, like, I don't know if I've ever seen that girl at the gym since. Like, she wasn't even somebody particularly, attractive. But you just have to, like, you know what I mean? You have to let yourself take risks and fail. You gotta let yourself fail with things like that. I look back at her and she was smiling as I walked away. She honestly probably had a pleasant interaction. I thought it was I would like to believe that was a pleasant interaction where she left not being repulsed. Okay? That's because sometimes that's all we ask for. Just to not leave somebody wanting to call the police. Everybody's been part of a risky conversation before where they said, hey, if somebody wanted to call the police on me for asking this girl what kind of pre-workout she uses, I would understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's nothing wrong with that question besides the fact that, like, you're at the gym and you're talking to a girl about what kind of pre-workout she uses. And in that case, there's everything wrong with that question and somebody should call the police. You should feel unsafe. Why is somebody being so strict? I was literally just like, what happened? Why did you just chug that pre-workout? And she was like, oh no, like, I'm used to it. Been working out for years, this and that. Like, she's going on and on. But I just busted out with what kind of pre-workout. And in that moment, I felt like a serial killer. Okay, so from my perspective, I'm trying to stay on topic and have this not be a conversation where I'm just trying to pick up a girl at the gym, right? I'm trying to not have it feel like that. And then I asked what kind of pre-workout, right? At the same time as somebody walking by, it seemed like that was my opening line. It was like, oh, hey, I see you use pre-workout. I use pre-workout. And like, yo, no, stop, no, what are you doing? Oh, don't, no. That's so awkward. It's crazy. And just the fact that I seem like that person to somebody, I must have lost my mind to have put myself in that situation. But you need people, is my point. You need people around. You need people to hold you accountable for things. It's a responsible thing to do. It's the right thing to do. That's why people live in groups. That's why people live in family. I don't know. This is like a life lesson from me to you, from and Lash to you. Like this whole thing of a hard life is true. You would be shocked at like I don't know if anybody's ever experienced both sides of this, but like you would be shocked at how much more you like your life when your life is hard. I don't know. I didn't want to quote the like, what is it? Hard times make weak times. Make fun times. Strong people create easy times. Easy times create weak people. Weak people create hard times. Hard times create strong people. That's what it was. Boom. I'm like so Sid Vicious with this haircut right now.
People act as mirrors. They reflect what you are, in case you don't know. A massive part of social anxiety is a fear that others won't see you the way you see yourself. Or maybe that they will see you for how you see yourself. The point is that it's rooted in a kind of preservation of your ego and the ideal that you might not live up to in reality.
Yes. Like, I don't know. He didn't say it the best because, like, I would say it's the duality of the two. But that's social anxiety. That's social, like... That's why I'm autistic.
Rooted in a kind of...
That's why I decided to be autistic, is because, like, I can't decide whether it is fear of people seeing who I'm not or people seeing who I am. And so I decided to be a ghost. Guys, I'm a ghost. When you never see me again, you will never see me again. It seems to kind of be how my life works. You're gonna see me for a long time, maybe till I die, but I'm a ghost. You'll remember me. I'm around. I'm in the air. I'm with the spirit of the times, all that. But no, like, I'm a ghost at the end of the day. I am but a figment of your imagination. That's really what it is. I'm not a real person. And like, I am a real person, but I don't feel like a real person, I guess. Does that make any sense? It's like, how did I get here? You know, you guys have been blowing my head up because you guys gave me some views lately. I'm like, thank you. Like, that made me real happy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, am I even real? You know, like, it seems like there are people in my past who I will never see again. And it's like I live for things like being, you know, the movie star of this movie with like 34 views right now. Like, I'm a ghost. You see what I'm saying? Like, I am but a figment of your imagination. Am I real? Am I even real? Can you prove that I'm real? I don't know that I can prove. But like, I'm doing good. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good for somebody who's not even real. Damn. For somebody who doesn't know that they're a person, I've done decent for myself. That sounds so schizophrenic. That's hilarious. No, I love you people. All right, everybody's a great guy. They're a great lady. Everybody's good. I'm good, guys. I don't know why you're making this about me. I'm back. I'm better than ever. You know, like 11 days without uploading. I lost 2 subscribers. You know, I feel like it was just because I was, you know, whose fault's that? I don't know. I'm a ghost. You know, no, it's like I'm a person too. Like, Jesus Christ. Take some accountability, do some things for yourself. Start a conversation. Start a conversation with a girl at the gym. Get embarrassed. It's part of being human.
A massive part of social anxiety is a fear that others won't see you the way you see yourself. Or maybe that they will see you for how you see yourself. The point is that it's rooted in a kind of preservation of your ego and the ideal that you might not live up to in reality.
I'll link to that in the description if you wanna. That was one scene that I wanted to show you guys. Is this like at 10:30 here? This kind of situation. What was the other one? Oh yeah, so my invitation, let me see if I can get a still of it. Hello, come to the park tonight. I have something to share with you. Bring a gift of some kind. I deserve it. Adam. That was me. This is about the gifts.
Why did I want gifts? I don't know exactly. I don't really buy myself a lot of stuff, you know, because I don't really know what I want, okay? So, I thought that, what? Ben, I love you, Benjamin. I appreciate your can opener. It's nice. I'm going to use it to open cans. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. And, you know, and I was right about wanting gifts from people because look at what I got. This is amazing. And I'm going to eat these. You know what I mean? Like, great ideas, everybody. Good work. So, I don't exactly, I just thought, you know, I don't know. I'm looking to be inspired, if I don't know if that's clear to anybody, but I'm looking to be inspired by something. And I was hoping that, you know, one of the gifts, because it's like, you know, you're supposed to like do things and like do what makes you happy, you know, but what if you don't love anything? What are you supposed to do then, huh? I don't know. I put this together. I got out of bed. I put on a jacket. You know, I did something. You know, I don't know if I love this. This is awkward. In fact, I don't love this. But hey, you know, at least we did something, right? Is this?
I think this is back along my message of like, you got to do things. Be a person. Be a part of life. Do things. That's something that you're fully capable of doing. Which is interesting because you don't think you are. Also, the next thing is just a beautiful stage moment. Like, look at me. I'm acting my heart out. I'm a little in character. I have my rings on. I have my backpack. I'm being me, but I'm playing it up. I'm on stage. I'm a stage guy. I could be a part of a production, and so that's kind of what's happening. But this is where it devolves. Where it unfortunately just degenerates into a nice moment between people. And this is what I like about. Well, I look gay in this photo. But this is what I like about Ben's editing, though, is like it's raw, like it's just kind of it's the bare cut, like leave a stutter, like get a hold of the piece, you know, become part of the piece.
Since we're here, does anybody how about we all go get food? Right? Is anybody else hungry? I'm hungry. I don't know. That's okay. Let's do that. Now I'm not gonna pay for it.
I was just gonna say, like, we brought you gifts.
I'm not gonna pay for the food, but like everybody has to buy their own food.
Oh, no, I'm being funny now.
But
We can go somewhere nice and warm with a heater and then eat the tasty Fig Newtons and have a good
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not sharing, but.
What did you bring to this experience?
Fuck this, man. Fuck this. It's so cold.
I brought myself.
Huddle together for
Are we
warmth.
huddling for warmth now?
I need to do it, man.
Well, I can't see what I brought in my backpack for
Really?
everybody.
Come on. Worth it, guys.
Somebody else get in here.
Maybe before we put our brains together, our brains will...
Shout out to Mel. Mel's also our thumbnail person. I've made the thumbnails recently, but like the Christmas thumbnail, those style thumbnails, those are Mel thumbnails. Those are not by Mel. She's a good lady, you know, be nice to her.
all interact and we'll come up with an idea.
Oh shit.
Lucas, help
Brain
us.
power combined?
Lucas, grab my nipple.
Just twist it like a little bit though.
Yeah,
Not like a lot. Don't do too far.
That's nice.
Good call on twisting the... No, I'm kidding. I was laying into the bit, but behind the scenes, for those of you who will fuck me in the future, which is hopefully very few of you, if not none of you, I don't like having my nipple twisted.
What a beautiful moment as friends.
What a beautiful...
This is what I had to show all of you.
We didn't...
This is what I was showing
We
you.
didn't need another activity. Let's just stay...
It was a beautiful moment as friends, though. Even going with the role, having my nipple twisted playfully, you know what I mean? It was a beautiful moment that friends had shared. So I know the whole message that I gave you all, but like that shit was like, it was sarcastic in practice. Like, I don't really care to show you that. That's something that I care to know for myself. But like, I don't care about you people enough to like actually share something like that with you. That was just the way it worked out because, you know, if you watch this, they yell at me and then twist my nipple. So it's just like, oh, well, that's like accountability, which is also something that I will preach. You know what I mean? Like that's really what I'm talking about. I don't really care about this because I care about you. I care about me. You all are terrible people. What kind of horrible person watches me? I know I'm terrible. What are you doing? This is horribly irresponsible of you to just shut the fuck up. That was like, I literally just yelled at a car going by outside. This is a horribly irresponsible view. I didn't actually mean for you to see all of this, I gotta be honest. Yeah, see, like, this is them being angry at me, and that's the, like, I need people to be angry at me. That's the invitation. I need good things, I need bad things. That's the balance of life, you know?